Hi Virgo, welcome to Psychic Consultants. My name is Agatha and this is your 2016 full year reading. I'm going to lay out 12 cards, one card for each month. I'll be doing 3 rows of 12 cards and then I will take a card from this Tantric Dakini Oracle deck and see what the kind of advice or theme is, depending on what story kind of comes out. So, let's go. This one. So, we have the King of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Seven of Swords. The Page of Swords, the Three of Cups, the Nine of Wands, the Eight of Cups, Strength, the Ten of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the Four of Cups. So, a lot of cups it seems. Yeah, huge amount of cups. And no major arcana cards until the end of the year, but we do have the Wheel of Fortune here. So, a lot of court cards, so a lot of people. But let's have a closer look. So, so I feel as though we're going to be starting the year with this King of Cups energy, which is just feeling very emotionally stable, like very emotionally stable, and as though there can be a whole sea of stuff going on in the world and it just doesn't affect you. It doesn't affect your emotions because you are just, you're solid. You're solid. And I feel as though coming in, like, from 2015, it's like 2015 was a really good year for you. You're feeling, emotionally, it was a great year for you. And things went your way. And you're feeling as though you've kind of got it down, and whatever kind of issues that you had in the past with your emotions being up and down, it's like you've actually sorted that out. And that's really good. That's a really, really nice place to be. And you've got this lovely security that comes from you and comes from within, which is a lovely energy to start the year with. And it moves forward into the Knight of Cups. So it's like you kind of want to spread it. You want to spread the kind of message of this emotional stability and security, and it's like you kind of, you want to tell the story of how you got there, and you want everybody to have this kind of sense of security, and you're sharing things. I feel as though it's like you're kind of going out into the world and with your cup and just kind of sharing, because you've got so much to share and you want to, and you're kind of proud of things. And it's really just this forward, the knights for me are just always this kind of moving energy, and the horses, and it's like you've just got a lot of energy. This kind of stability is giving you a lot of get up and go and movement, and you're going to just run with it. So into February it's going to be like a lot of movement, and you just getting out there and spreading yourself and who you are, feeling good with it. And then going into March, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel as though there's going to be some event that happens that will just be a kind of destiny event. It could be bad, it could be good, but that's all down to your perspective, and things shift very easily and very quickly. So, yeah, the Wheel of Fortune, it's just like you have these kind of like four corners of life, and a little bit, it's kind of like behind the scenes, it's this kind of ethereal, kind of maybe a bit spiritual life, and the wheel just keeps turning, and it's that whatever happens during this month, whether you perceive it to be good or bad, two things will be relevant in regard to that situation. The first thing is that you are in control of your perceptions, and it's only your perceptions of things being good or bad. And the second thing, that whether you can or cannot change your perception, the wheel keeps turning. So either that it will seem bad and then it will be good, or it seems good and then it will be bad, or no matter what, circumstances can change very quickly. But it will be this kind of like event of destiny, like something will happen. It will be like a chance meeting with someone, or it will just be something quite intense, because this is a major arcana card that's just part of your destiny, and just be aware of it, or just be aware of, I'm getting synchronicity, so just be aware if there's some kind of synchronicity turns up, or some kind of thing. Just be on the lookout for some kind of event in March. And then in moving into April, I'm feeling is that with this card means a lot of different things for me. It doesn't necessarily mean the traditional image, but in this regard, I'm really feeling like this is a warning card, that there's someone that is not what they seem around April, and just to be careful. Yeah, watch your possessions, it could even be, I feel a little bit as though you might be oversharing. It's like you're feeling so confident that you're kind of oversharing yourself a bit, and it's like you're leaving yourself open for people to kind of steal from you. It's like you don't really need to share all that much as you are, and it's that you might be a little bit too trusting with people, and you've just got to be careful. You've got to rein it in a bit. And I just feel as though, there's going to be someone coming in that's a little bit not what they seem, and maybe, or some event's going to happen where something gets stolen from you, whether in a kind of physical, emotional, or kind of like mental way. It's like there's something that you thought was, I feel like you've been maybe a little bit careless with things, and you've left them, like turned a blind eye, and it's not gone your way. So just be a bit careful of that. But I do feel like with this Page of Swords, you're just going to kind of slice it away. It's like, if this is a person that's done something a little bit like dodgy, it's like it's not going to have like a big impact on you, because you're going to be like, okay, off with your head, like that's it, that's you gone. And I do feel like this is kind of like clearing the energy. So any kind of like strange, or you'll just get over it very quickly if you do kind of lose something, or someone takes something of yours that you didn't want them to take. You will just kind of like cut it loose. And I feel like it's emotionally as well. It's just like you'll have you've got this stability, you've got this real sense of stability here. This King of Cups just kind of, that you start off, kind of rides you through, and you're able to get mental clarity and just cut it away. And just the way he's standing there, it's like, I'm ready for action. Just let's go. Fine, gone. Because I feel like that energy like ends quite quickly. So that's May. It doesn't necessarily have to be like exactly in the months, it's just around that kind of period. That's the energy that's kind of going on. But I'm feeling a lot of stability with you. And it's very up, positive energy here. And then moving into June, the Three of Cups. So this is just a very strong card of celebration and coming together with your community and family. I'm getting a lot of kind of family here and friends, and you being a little bit of the center of attention, maybe hosting a party or some kind of thing. It's all to do, I'm getting a lot of sharing, like you just want to share yourself and you want to share your resources, and I feel like you're going to be a bit of the center of attention in terms of fun and like parties, people coming together, but not in a kind of over the top way, not necessarily like a lot of drinking, or though it could be involved. It's just like it feels like very wholesome, just kind of like families and things like that, get-togethers, and just you're going to be very socially, bit of a social butterfly around June. And then coming into July with the Nine of Wands, it's that I do feel like there's an energy moving in where someone's just hurt your feelings. Someone says something, someone that you really care about says something, or someone whose opinion that you really admire says something, and you just get a bit defensive and you get a bit kind of you just get a bit worried. It's like it knocks you a bit. And because I'm coupling these two cards together, moving in these two July August cards, it's like you get knocked off your perch. Someone says something, it kind of shifts your energy a bit, and then you go on this kind of a little bit of a mission with this Eight of Cups. It's the Eight of Cups is that these kind of, there are actually 8 cups here, but this guy doesn't realise, because he feels as though there's something missing. So I'm feeling like it could be in relation to a relationship or a partnership or something. It's like someone says something and you just feel a little bit knocked off your perch, and as though you need to explore a bit. I mean, it could signify, I do think that it could be it's just like a wobbly, if you're in a relationship, it'd be a bit of a wobbly bit. And you might even start looking in other people. But it could just be mentally, you just go on your own and you go off on a little kind of, you just want to focus on other things, and you want to find parts of yourself that you didn't really know you had. And if it's not in regard to a relationship and it is someone else, it could just be someone says something, you get a bit defensive, but then you think, oh, okay, maybe I need to explore that, and I'll go off and have a little look at myself or for myself, or just go on a bit of a trip to see whether you can find if there's any truth in it. And whatever that kind of journey is, whether it doesn't necessarily have to be a physical journey, it could just be like an emotional journey or a thinking journey, or just kind of where you're at. It's more like an energy of exploration, and I'm really feeling of exploration of the self and of your emotions. And because you've got the moon in this card, so it's kind of like your emotional life and its cups. But it leads you on to the strength, the beautiful strength card. So if you do, and I feel like if there is a bit of a wobble in your relationship and you do kind of go up, like it's like your mind goes elsewhere, you and the relationship will be stronger for you having done so. For you to just kind of like shift your perspective a bit and find something. It's just, I feel like there's something missing. There is something a little bit missing that you went in search for. And whether you find it or not doesn't really matter. It's like maybe you find something, maybe you don't. But what you realise is that what you've got is very, very strong. What you already have. It's as though you come back to these 8 cups here and you realise that there's nothing missing. But sometimes we have to go on those journeys. We just can't see it until we go on that kind of journey. And I feel like you will. And on the other side, you find you both find strength. You find strength for yourself, and you find strength in your life and the people that support you and the partnerships around you, because you've gone on this kind of little bit of a journey. And then following on from the strength card, so this is kind of around, so that's in kind of August, and then September, this strength, and then the wish card, the 9 of Cups. So things very quickly, there's like maybe a little wobble here, but things very quickly get back on track. And you're just kind of sitting and you're feeling on top of the world again. I feel like this is just you getting back on your perch. I'm connecting him up with the King of Cups here. It's like you kind of lose your footing a bit, and you go. It's kind of interesting because you've got this King of Cups, which I feel like is the kind of you throughout the whole year, the energy of you, and then with this 8 of Cups, you kind of go on a bit of an adventure. It's like you kind of go off your perch and go on a bit of an adventure through like the seas. The King of Cups kind of is perched on this sea here. And it's like you kind of get off your throne and go for a little bit of a walk and just have a look about the terrain and just kind of go for a little bit of a journey around it because you feel like you need to. And then this strength that you find, then you come back to sit on your perch again. And you're emotional, because these are all Cups cards. It's all like emotional, the way you're feeling. And so then you're feeling really great again. So it's just, I'm not feeling like it's a big thing. It's just a little wobble. Like a little kind of wobble there. And then you sit back on your throne and you're feeling really good. And everything's really good again. You can see it. And then the Hanged Man, which I'm thinking, it just feels like it's a good thing. It's just like, then you're just like, oh, I'll just chill out for a bit. Everything's really good. I'm just going to chill. And I don't feel as though it's going to be an issue for you. It's like it's going to be a conscious choice, this Hanged Man. It's not going to be like, oh, everything's a bit stagnant and a little bit, and I wish that I could get going. It's that you're quite happy and content, and that's why you're fine to just stay where you are, because you're kind of in a really great place, feeling emotionally really great and strong, and this King of Cups energy, it's like you finally got it down. It's like you finally know how to get back to that. You found that stability, then you know how to get back there. So you're like, oh, okay, I'm not going to like go on any more weird journeys. I'm not going to not trust myself. I'm not going to doubt myself. I'm just going to stay where I am. Just going to chill out. And this is kind of November time. So just kind of like the wind's in your sails, and you don't have to do any steering, or you don't have to do any work for the ship to keep moving. You're just going to sail. You don't have to do anything. It's not going to be an issue. And then in December, I think that's all going to get a bit shaken up, because you're going to receive some kind of offer that I think you might resist, because you feel like everything is going so well. It's like, oh, I don't really need anything. Everything's cool right now. I don't really need to kind of like even bother to look at this offer that's coming in. But this is bit of a heads up here, just to give that a bit of a, give it a look, because yeah, you've got all these 3 cups here. You've got all this stuff, and you don't really need anything more. I think you don't feel like you need anything more, but this could be quite an interesting opportunity, and I would really have a go at, just have a look at it, have a little bit explore of it, because yeah, it's just, I think some new energy is going to come in here that could be a lot bigger than you think. And for the positive, and it's not going to rock your boat. I think maybe you just think that the best thing to do is just to chill out and not deliberately take any action or do anything, and just kind of let things move and let destiny kind of play out, and not kind of go on any weird adventures. But that's not what life is it? That's not, you can't just stay in one place. And it's not like it's not fearful, it's not like you're afraid to go, it's just that you're kind of quite happy where you are, but don't let that mean that you miss out on opportunities when they come to you. So whatever this opportunity is, just kind of make sure you take it. Okay, so I'm going to take a card from the Tantric Dakini Oracle, which is a really interesting deck, really kind of very different images from lots of the decks. It's a new one for me, so I'm just kind of getting to grips with it, so I just need to refer to the book. It's a little bit weird, a little bit difficult to shuffle, it's very new. I'm going to give it, okay, this one's popping out. Okay, so this one's come out already before. So this is number 23, Maya, How She Spins, and this is this old kind of like Mother Earth here, spinning the wheel. And so this is essentially a backup of the kind of Wheel of Fortune card. I will just check just to see if I've missed anything in the book. Yeah, this is just about you. It's really, I feel like it's saying that you're just getting a hold of your own destiny. It's like the wheel spins and you've got this perspective, because she has this perspective of the whole world, and it's just like, it doesn't really matter. The wheel keeps spinning and the yarn keeps coming. It's just life, the way that it goes, it just keeps turning. And as long as you maintain this perspective over the whole world, you can kind of take more risks with the ups and the downs, and you can kind of take the opportunities when they come, and you can because you have this stability here with this King of Cups, you can just really go with you can afford to go with the flow, and you're in a really strong position to have the perspective to be able to do that. So that's really positive and really cool. If you're interested in a private reading for the year of 2016, do email me. I will put my email address below the video. Otherwise, I will be doing monthly readings. They will go up soon, so if you want those as they're uploaded, do subscribe. Otherwise, I hope you have a really good end of 2015. I hope that 2016 is really fun and cool. Looks like it's going to be really good and quite positive. And I hope to see you soon. Take care.